I'm not a professional runner. And it's for sure not raining money over me when I'm out running. But somehow I managed to, in a way, make a living from my running. And in this video I will talk about how I do this and also give you some tips on how you can start earning money from your passions. When I was a kid, my biggest dream was to become a pro athlete, and I failed with this ambition. I just turned 31 years old and I'm still nowhere near being a professional athlete. But failing doesn't need to be as bad as it sounds. What I have learned is that failing is always better than not trying to go for your dreams at all. I will never regret that I tried my best in my pursuit and ambitions in sport, because I have gotten so many cool experiences in that journey, and I have learned so many things on the way that made me the person I am today. As I went from being a young adult to what I guess is a real grown-up, I found a lot of other things that mean a lot more to me in life than just the number before my name in the result list. I guess it's natural as we grow older that you get new priorities and perspectives on life. And sometimes that means that some dreams fade and change over the years. This dream of mine to become a professional athlete has changed to being able to make a living from doing things that I love, that also can inspire others and have a positive impact on as many people as possible. So although I didn't become a professional athlete, I have found a way to make a living where running is a pretty big part of it. So how do I make money from running as an amateur runner? First of all, I will explain what I do for a living, and there are three main things that I make money from. Let's start with the obvious thing. This YouTube channel that you're watching right now has actually started to generate some revenue. And me running is a pretty big part of this channel. And through my running and knowledge as a coach and physio, I try to inspire others on this channel. And if I never ran myself in my videos and didn't put myself through different running challenges, this YouTube channel wouldn't be that much fun to watch, I guess. And since doing challenges and experimenting with my own training is part of making this channel work, it means that I in a way get paid to run and to train. And there are three ways I make money from this channel. The first one is from Google AdSense, which are those ads you see on YouTube if you don't have YouTube Premium. The second income from my YouTube channel is my Patreon page, where I upload some extra material for those that support me over there. For example, some training inspiration videos, a podcast, strength training programs and more. And if you want to check it out, there's a link in the description to this video. The last way I earn money from this channel is from sponsor integrations into my videos, which I haven't done a lot of. I get a lot of different proposals from brands, but I will never do a sponsor segment on this channel if I wouldn't use the product or service myself, and if I don't see a positive value for you as an audience for it. For example, I got a pretty well-paying offer for promoting a video game on my channel, and that would just feel wrong to me. There's nothing wrong with playing video games, but it's sort of the opposite to what I'm trying to do here. I want you to feel inspired to get away from the screen and go out running and moving after watching my videos, not to sit still and play video games. Okay, sorry for the rant about that. Let's move on. So YouTube is the first leg of my business, but it's still a pretty small portion of my income. I put a lot of effort and time into making these videos because I love making them, and getting comments from you that they inspire you in some way makes it feel like these videos actually can make some difference, and it's what's motivating me to keep making them. But if I would have added up all the hours I spent on this channel compared to the income it has generated, it isn't that sustainable. So my ambition is to make this into a bigger part of my income, so that I can have more time to create great and inspiring videos for you and do bigger projects as well. So before we head into the two other ways I make money from running and give you my tips on how you can start earning money from your passions, it's always appreciated if you hit the thumbs up button and subscribe to this channel. It's a great way to support the channel and help it grow and reach more people. Let's move on and talk about the second way I make money through my running, and now I'm actually on my way to do this job. And this job is that I'm the head coach for the local orienteering running club in the town where I live. And in this job I coach kids and juniors each week on training, and I also write training programs and so on. So soon the athletes will arrive here and we will start hopefully good workout out in the forest with our head torches. A pretty big part of this coaching job involves me running myself. I'm not one of those coaches that stand on the sideline. I really believe in being out there with the athletes, giving them feedback and cheering them on and being a part of the training session myself. So although I don't get paid for the running itself, running is a part of it, and of course I use my knowledge from years of running in my coaching job. Okay, so let's talk about the last and currently biggest income for my company, which is that I work as a freelance filmmaker, mainly focused on sports, outdoors and adventure filmmaking. So in what way do I use my running in this job? When I make these films for brands or events, to be able to get some of the shots that I get, it's necessary for me to be able to run quite fast with pretty heavy gear as well. And especially when I'm running around filming a mountain race or events like that, to be able to move quickly on my feet between locations are essential for me getting all the shots and making it the best and most captivating film it can be. I've actually also worked as a running cameraman for national television here in Norway, and to run in the forest with a camera and film an orienteering race like that in the forest, you gotta be in pretty good shape yourself. And doing stuff like that, you can for sure say that I get paid for my running also doing this filmmaking job. I've now been working for myself in my own company for more than 5 years, getting to work with my passions and making running and training a pretty big part of what I do in my profession. So what tips would I have for you if you dream of working more with your passions and for yourself? I have 3 main tips that I think can help you. First of all, just start. If you want to do something and potentially earn money from it, just start. So many of us spend years wanting to do something or learn something new without starting, and it's so easy to find different excuses to not start. But if you're passionate about trying something new, there is nothing stopping you. For example, with this YouTube channel, I started making videos while I was working at a physio clinic and made the videos during the weekends and evenings with no expectations of earning any money from it at all. I did it because I loved it, and that meant that I did it a lot. So that also brings me to the next point. Practice makes perfect. Whatever you want to get good at and potentially make a living from in the future, you need to do a lot of it and get those repetitions in. And if no one wants to pay you for your passions from the start, then you gotta be ready to work for free to get the repetitions in and eventually get to a level where people want to pay you for your skills. For example, if you really dream about working as a coach but have no experience in it, I am sure you can find someone to coach for free to start getting experience and become better and better and better at whatever you want to do. My last tip is to dare to bet on yourself. At some point you need to believe in yourself enough to place your bets on yourself, and that you can make your dreams a reality. I don't recommend anyone just quitting their job with no financial security or proof of concept that you can make your passions into your work. But at some point you gotta take the leap and start saying no to things to leave time to let your other ambitions grow. And for some that means quitting your job. When I quit my physio job to work for myself, I had enough things lined up to know that I would be able to pay rent, food and all of the necessities. But taking this leap actually meant that I was only earning half of what I did before quitting my job the whole first year of working for myself. But today I have no regrets making that decision, and besides loving what I do, I have also managed to earn more than I would have done staying in my safe 9 to 5 work. But it wouldn't be fair for me to not say that there for sure are disadvantages with working for yourself. You really need to be structured and disciplined, since there is no boss telling you what to do each day. And there is always that insecurity of if you will manage to keep getting enough jobs. But at least for me, no matter what the future holds, I'm so grateful over these last 5 years of working for myself and getting to work on a lot of dream projects and with many cool people. If you want to see me talking about why I quit my job 5 years ago and what happened the first year, you can click here. Train smart, have fun, and I will see you in the next video.